Iris, are you ready for your peas? You ready for your peas? Wait a minute now, don't waste. Did you get okay, make sure you eat, you get every piece. Don't you be worried about what's going on out there. It's snack time. Was that a little past its prime? Wait now. You can't even get through one before you get the other one. Ooh, that was crunchy. All right, Iris. That's the end of snack time. Thank you. All right, y'all. So I was out here harvesting peas. I eat the peas out the middle and give her the hulls. I don't forgot what I'm growing, y'all. I know I had night peas, but hell, I think them didn't take, and then I had little marvel. I don't know what I'm growing, but anyway, y'all. And if you missed my previous video where I said make sure your peas get tall, when they get tall, they'll really go to making. But the key to really getting them to get tall is honestly, you must give them something to grab onto. If they got the Swiss short, just break it off and harvest a bunch of it. If they don't have anything to grab onto, they generally just don't want to grow and get tall. Another thing I wanted to mention that I did do, I did give these quite a bit of worm tea when I first grew them. So y'all feed them a little bit to get them going. I know peas are nitrogen fixers and technically shouldn't need their own, shouldn't need to be fertilized, but y'all give them a little something and try to give them something. I'm not gonna say don't give them fish emulsion. Fish emulsion will work, but I keep trying to tell y'all, fish emulsion is mostly nitrogen. Nitrogen gonna give you these leaves. That ain't really what you want. You want them to flower. So really give them something that will promote good root growth so that they can, first of all, uptake nutrients that are in your soil. And second of all, it's going to give you flowers. So you want more of those second two numbers. You really don't really need that much nitrogen. I think this year what really got these to take off good for me is I gave them quite a bit of potash and potassium. No, that card is fairly new. It shouldn't be sounding like that. But anyway, y'all just stock the hell out of everything you have. It's just fine. But anyway, while I talk to y'all, I'm gonna harvest some of this because this Swiss short. This stuff getting so big. It's getting too big for the bed. When I walked past a while ago, I heard some snap. And that's why I turned around and looks like that. Oh, golly. Look how big them stems is, y'all. Look at that. This stuff is huge. And I have not done nothing to it. I mean, nothing out of the ordinary. We've been getting rain the last few days. I'm going to show y'all this leaf. This leaf here this is absolutely monstrous. Monstrous. That's my hand. And I don't have the tiniest hands in the world. But I got to pluck some of this because this stuff is taking over. And to be honest, I don't know what I'm going to do with all this Swiss short. Y'all know these were some free seeds. I bought some seeds. And then seeds was given to me. So I threw them down and thought they wasn't finna do nothing. And then them suckers took off on me. And proved me all the way wrong about what they was and wasn't gonna do. I'm about to drop the camera. I'm plucking stuff. Alright. See here. This This is a little thinner. All it's gonna do is keep growing and growing and growing. But y'all see all of what I harvested. That's gonna cook down to nothing. I assure you. This bed up here is looking real pitiful. I planted some more watermelons up here. Planted some black some black-tail watermelon. Yeah, that's what I planted right there. We're gonna see what they're doing when they come up and how it come up. I got some volunteer tomatoes over here that I'm gonna get out of here, and I'm gonna leave that to let my dragon fruit see what it's gonna do. I got a few garlic in there. Right there. Corn still looking good. Squash, that's looking all right. Yeah, my corn's looking good. Nothing's been eating my corn here recently, including the cats. I think I showed y'all that before, where the cats decided they wanted to partake in the corn. I got some beets coming up in here too, and I'm finna let them. I'm finna let those beets come up. It's really I'm kind of just at a kind of a little standstill, y'all. It's been getting to the 70s, low 80s, and these peas are still doing good. Without like petering out on me, because y'all know sometimes it'll get too hot and they'll just start, acting a fool. But the corn is coming along nicely. I don't see anything on the corn thus far. We got 2 days of rain coming tomorrow and the next day. After that, I must spray some BT, because the worms are here already. They're not wasting no time. Y'all can see how those peas didn't do as good. Even though I resowed and got some more seed in there, it just didn't really do that hot for me. But it's okay. Because I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 places where there are peas. This little spring, I will plant that many because I know that once it gets hot, they will die. And they will get out of the way for my peppers and other things. The same thing with this corn is going to get out of the way. I have okra planted in there, and my thought was, I didn't plant all my okra seeds. I just planted some to see if they would come up like when they were ready. So my thought is, by the time the corn dies down, it's hot enough and the okra will go ahead and germinate. But I don't know. The seeds might have rotted away in the soil, but my thing is I just have to wait. If it starts getting hot and I'm not seeing a bunch of okra come up, then I will go ahead and drop some more seeds. I'm gonna sneak up on Chris. Sir, what you doing? Huh? What you doing? Huh? Tell them how I couldn't work out the other day because you kept jumping on me and grabbing my leg. Huh? You don't want to tell him that. See how he do me? He do me any kind of old way. I'm gonna head back here to the greenhouse. I don't think I got to show y'all the greenhouse before it started pouring the other day. I got me a blower that came, so a lot of these leaves and stuff I can blow into the area where I'm gonna put cinder blocks around it and do compost. I know some people be like, oh, you could just use pallets. You're right, I could. I ain't got time for pallets to be rotting away. We put cinder blocks there and be there forever. I'm just, it's not that I'm against pallets. I love pallets. But I'm just redoing work. For me, it's not going to work. Y'all see that branch that fell? It blew out of that tree. And I'm going to add it to this. I might do one more burn before it gets too hot for me to do one. It was 46 degrees last night. I probably should have did a burn last night, to be honest. I probably should have got all the little wood together and burnt it all. So, new stuff. Ramps. Ramps are not generally grown this far in the south because it's so hot. However, my yard is so conducive to it, I'm going to try it. And Pentax Films, I can't remember. I know his other channel is Carter something Films. Anyway, Garlic greens. Is that what you was talking about? Ramps? I got a feeling that's what you was talking about. I wouldn't be surprised if that's what people, like that's a more common name that people call or a nickname for ramps, which are wild leeks, because the leaves will get a lot broader than those. Those are young specimens, but you find them growing in the woods anywhere from Virginia on up. So a little bit colder climate usually where they get snow, but those will not tolerate sun really at all. I do not know if they will really tolerate heat. My thing is, I'm hoping if I plant them like back here where it stays shady all the time, like they'll do. That's how they grow. They grow in a very wooded area. So that's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping that they'll be okay. Everything in here. Look at that poke, just ridiculous in here with that palm. I'm probably gonna dig that poke out of there. Or what I might do is just when it get big enough, harvest all the leaves and just pull it. Period. Give it. Sir, the plants don't need to see you bathing like this. Anyhow, I did taste a mulberry off of one of these little seedlings. Oof. I almost want to prune them again just to get them the fruit again. My little blackberries that I bought are finally starting to put on some new growth. This one kind of went in quite a bit of shock, but new leaves, so I'm not worried about it. I've been feeding them worm tea. These two are Navajos. That's a Arapaho. I want some more Native American ones. I think I have Wachita over there, but I want Caddo as well. I want Caddo and Natchez and some other Native American blackberries. I say that, but I might be done with blackberries. There's another poke. Lazarus and Jesus chilling over there. My white pomegranate is looking so pretty. Wait a minute. What you call me was fruiting. Look at these fools. He done went out. He done came in. Y'all got too much going on. Do y'all keep squirrels out of here? Y'all better be doing something. All this money I pay y'all. Ooh, I most definitely need to. This is getting waterlogged. Ooh. I'm sure I done killed everything in there. I forgot I had a pot that didn't have holes in it that my neighbor gave to me. She ain't too bright. She ain't got sense enough to know you're supposed to put holes and stuff. You're supposed to put holes in the pot? Yeah, dumbass. Oh, excuse me. I'm sorry. Yeah. Wild and loose this morning. Wild and loose this morning. It's still a little something alive in there. It's a little green right there. But you see all the rest of this pulling off of here? It's because it's just, I'll remember to not water that anymore. No more water. But yeah, that's what we got going on out here. I'm so silly. This branch from last year has long been dead, and I should have cut that off a long time ago. But I'm actually scared to put that in the ground because that's butterfly weed. Well, pleurisy, same thing, pleurisy red, but butterflies love that crap. It makes a beautiful flower, y'all, but I'm sorry. The way I'm not for drawing them butterflies to my garden anymore. Because this is what I need y'all to know. Every species of butterfly, it does not matter what species it is, every one of them, this is how they work. They lay eggs. The eggs that hatch out are worms. And the worms eat your stuff. And they generally love vegetables. They love brassicas. They love parsley. They love milkweed. They love, now milkweed, I mean, there are some, like for instance, thistle that is edible. But it's, to be honest with you, it don't taste good cooked or raw. That's really a survival kind of edible. So thistle, okay, eat that crap, eat that prickly crap. But carrots, what else do they love? Fennel, Um, a lot of your stuff that you want, any of your greens, any of your broccoli, any of y'all go ahead, keep planting them flowers that draw them butterflies to your garden. I think I talked about it with the marigolds and pissed half the garden community off. I don't care. Marigolds do not keep pests away from your garden. Live and learn. Live and learn. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It was a learning experience. I never that year I had so many pests. It was unbelievable. And I had a ton of butterflies. A ton. They were all over them freaking marigolds. As soon as they would get through eating the nectar out the marigolds, they go over there and procreate and lay them babies all over my stuff. Like it wasn't enough BT in the world to keep up with how many worms I had. So, like I said, draw your lines in the sand of what you want. Man, I ain't for the marigolds. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care. I'm not growing them things. You cancel me. And I'm going to be real. And a lot of people don't grow brassicas in the summer. I do. I eat greens year round. I'm not against canning or anything. I just like my stuff fresh. You just, hey, say what you want. Call me what you want. I like my stuff fresh. It just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to tell you how to eat your stuff. You eat it how you like it. But baby, if it's gonna cost me to where I can't even grow and I know I'm gonna battle with the worms in the summer. I know that. But that type of battle, that was like when America went to Vietnam. It was like it was no chance. You didn't have a chance. You didn't have a hope in hell. Baby, I'm good. I'm good on that. But look at my grape shot. But some keep biting. I don't know. I had this every year. Something bites these off. But I got news. I'm finna put some tool over this. I'm finna spray this with something, and I'm finna put some tool over this because I'm tired of it biting the growing tips and the leaves and stuff off my stuff. I'm sick of that. That's for the birds, and I mean that. I'm so serious about that. That's for the birds. And whatever it is, muscadines is a type of grape too. You don't come over here and bite nothing off the muscadine. Look at all these volunteer tomatoes. Now, what did I have? This soil, I had these muscadines. I don't know. Y'all know what I'm finna do? I'm gonna let them tomatoes trail out over the ground. I'm gonna see what I'm gonna weed whack all that crap. All this around here, and I gotta put some poison, cause like that right there, that's poison ivy. That's poison ivy. That's poison ivy. That's Virginia creeper with the 5. All this stuff with 3 leaves. All that in there. That's poison ivy. That's poison ivy. I done got so good at spotting it, cause I don't want to get into it. But I'm finna poison. I'm finna poison all that. And and when I say poison, I mean vinegar, salt water solution. That's what I mean when I don't mean poison. But and I'm gonna weed whack all this Virginia creeper, and I'm gonna let them tomatoes grow out as a ground cover. Even if they don't make me tomatoes, what they will do is hopefully shade out some of this other crap so it won't come back. And tomatoes won't cause me to break out into vicious hives like this poison ivy. See? Poison ivy. This house came like that. Everybody in the neighborhood, to my understanding, has poison ivy. So it is what it is. I don't know what y'all driving down the street that sound like. It sounds like it got tracks on it and they on the concrete. Almost like it's not a bulldozer, but like a backhoe. They doing so much work around here, it's ridiculous. But anyway, but yeah, y'all, I ain't really come on here to show y'all much of nothing. Maybe I get some peach scions and some pear scions soon to graft. The tomatoes is looking good. My apple is kind of blooming on out. My persimmon's looking good. I think I had seen where it might try to give me some fruit. Y'all know how persimmons do. They'll put out all that stuff and then all the damn fruit will fall off. Yeah, over here. See right? Can y'all see that right there? Right there, right there. All them little thingies. There's some over there too. But it's so crazy. I wish persimmons would put out this much growth all year round. But you know, they say don't force them, but I might go to forcing this tree. I might go to feeding this tree like crazy to try to. I'm not trying to force it to make fruit. I'm trying to force it to get big enough. Trees don't really, and plants in general don't really like the fruit unless they're big enough because they don't have the energy for it. That's why when people say thinning their trees and all this kind of stuff, and it depends. For instance, that big pear over there, I never thin that thing because it's so old and the root system is so big and it's so strong. There's no point. It's no point in thinning that. Thin your little trees when you're scared the limbs and stuff are gonna break off. Um, I want my trees to be big and healthy and nice to where I don't have to thin them, and I can get all the fruit that I want. Um, because, like I said, if you ever so happen to see a tree in the wild that's not tampered with, nobody ever thins that stuff. But it has had time to get big and get strong and do what it need to do. Um, the same thing with my figs. And if y'all go back to that fig tree that I went to, that huge fig tree, nobody ever thins that thing. The root system is just strong enough to support all that. So, yeah. That's a wrap, y'all. Let me see. Ooh, I done talked 21 minutes. I'm running my mouth. Anyway, yeah, on that, y'all, I'm gonna end off. I got to collect my worm tea right quick before it rain again, because it's been raining, so it's been giving me a lot of worm tea. So I've been collecting 5-gallon buckets, putting it in the greenhouse. So I'm gonna collect a worm tea because I got 3 little containers full, and I've been watering my starts and stuff with that, and just watering different things, because it is a really good source of nutrition, liquid nutrition that your plants can uptake readily, because this here, for the most part, other than rainwater, it's been getting worm tea. And those look good. I'm going to have to get these out of here. Yes, I planted them way too tight. I can get them out of there, though. The brassicas are tough like that. You can get them out of there and it'll be no problem. But I planted that many on purpose because I've got to replace a lot of plants that are going to seed in the front. And I want that bed thick. I want it nice, thick, and lush. I don't want to be able to see no dirt. Zero. When I look out there, I want to see green. I don't want to see nothing else. Green, pretty food. That's what I want to see. The same way how that's green and thick, that's where I want my stuff, my food to be. Just like I need to weed whack. All that. That's all honeysuckle. Honeysuckle is something else. And then that smilax, them vines right there with them thorns, that stuff is vicious. Vicious. If you know what smilax is, you'll know. Look at them. Yeah, you on Candy Camera. What you looking up? Look at them. On that note, y'all, until next time. See you guys later.